study and growth simulation of two plants. Team members is Antonio Ramos MAGDIEL, CHANTACA de Jesus URIEL ELEAZAR, and Trip Rios Kevin. Main objective: obtain the percentage of growth similarity between two different plant species. These plants was jamaica and grass, and these seeds was viability of the jamaica, and use see in the presentation about of these plants and the environment.
In order to have our objective, our specific objective number 1 and number 2 complete, we decided to work inside a greenhouse. In order to have control over most variables, we took into consideration that this would be the best option. Next, please. Next.
So
We decided to do this because having two plants inside an enclosed area would help us in specific things. For example, we would eliminate sun direct radiation waves. We would also have warm air inside the greenhouse. This would help in having a similar temperature inside all of the space. We would also have short waves inside the area. We would also have equal light distribution along all the area. We would also have similar humidity inside. And because of most plants would be at ground level, we would also have humidity inside the area where they are. We would also limit interaction with pests. For example, dogs or cats or birds. And we would also have limited interaction with outside humidity and temperature. So we consider this to be the best option to have, because each plant species would have most variables at the same level. So this is a method we decided to use in order to have control. Next, please. This sheet shows the plant of the structure we used. This is only for structural purposes. Most of the materials mentioned in this this image were not the ones that we used at the final moment, but it represents the structural purpose and the length we use in order to build it. This is an initial cost that we could not absorb, but having having greenhouse with one of the members is the main reason why we decided we could work with it. Next, please. So the materials used to build the structure is 1 by 1 inch green metal tube. It's 6 meters in length, and it's a green color. This is one of the cheaper options in the market, so this is the one we decided to use. They are welded together in the joints in order to have only one whole segment. Next, please. All the area is covered with cool plastic. It helps lower daytime heat, but it also separates and diffuses light inside the greenhouse. It also helps as a barrier between the inside and the outside temperatures, humidity, and minimizes shortwave radiation. Next, please. In order to have airflow within the area and also humidity flow, we decided to use a mosquitoes net because it helps with things like flies or any invasive fauna that could limit or affect our plant growth. Next, please.
Irrigation. On decision to proceed with a greenhouse as a one place is based on the existence of a greenhouse of one of our team members. This reduces our initial costs and facilitates operations. Meanwhile, other companions with a place to garden. And you see the system of irrigation hydraulic of the earth in the area. Take a photo. Take a photograph of every 24 hours uh, from 2 months to study and measure plant growth. This is for take of the data of the growth in the plant. From this motif is a plant whole grass or birdseed. Check plants. We check with two types of seeds, Jamaica and grass. And this project was in operation 3 weeks from ensuring the viability of the seeds and effective the plant of grass growth and similarly salt than Jamaica seeds and this is plant um, in the environment. These plants was in normal conditions and the background is in grids for have the data of the of each plant and the conditions same in temperature and sun. Mm, it's under and the the same dirt material measurements.
Okay, so regarding measurements, as Chantaka said, we were using a grid placed on the back of the plant. For the case inside the greenhouse, we are using, uh, first of all, putting the plants at ground level in order to have same humidity. So in a couple of weeks, we will transplant all the germinating plants to the floor and set on the back of the white area another grid in order to measure another plant growth. This is for other species of plant because we're doing different measurements in Mexico City and in Oaxaca, where the greenhouse is located. Next, please. So this is the image of the same grid system that we will be using in the overall plant growth determination. Next, please. In order to have a similar um, growth rates, we decided that the three of us would plant different uh, species of plants. Um, so initially, I am responsible for oats and wheat, Kevin for bean and bird seeds. Uriel, as shown in the photos, he planted jamaica and also bird seeds, and the decision to have these plants is based on that all of them are human edible plants, and this is a direct correlation to growth speed because for evolutionary purposes, they grow quicker and they are also non-perennial plants. This means that their life cycle is very short and in turn has a rapid growth rate. They are also very low maintenance and um, most of them have a vertical growth. This is also very helpful because when we want to measure our plants, we won't have to be dealing with issues like different branches or many leaves. And as I mentioned before, they all grow quickly, and we are trying to use GMOs in order to eliminate pesticides and herbicides. This is to have a plant that will grow with not much interaction from our part. Next, please. So this is the image that reflects not in the best quality the growth of the plant. Next, please.
It's all. It's over. Thanks
So
for your attention. This is
thanks
all.
a lot.
Mm.